Get ready to swipe right into the intriguing world of Tinder as we unravel the dark psychological secrets behind the addictive app. Today, we're going to explore the intricate connection between the swipe culture of digital dating and depression. To understand the psychology behind why Tinder can sometimes lead to depression, we must examine the factors at play. Let's start with the first one: excessive choices. Tinder presents us with an overwhelming number of potential matches at our fingertips. While choice is usually considered a good thing, too many options can leave us feeling indecisive and anxious. The fear of missing out on the perfect match can take a toll on our mental well-being. Research suggests that when faced with excessive choices, individuals tend to experience decision fatigue and are less satisfied with their final decision. This can lead to feelings of self-doubt and even depression. On the flip side, let's not forget about the highlight reel effect. Tinder's success stories often make headlines, but they can create unrealistic expectations for regular users. Seeing the carefully curated profiles of others can lead to social comparison, where we measure our worth based on others' seemingly perfect lives. This constant comparison can erode our self-esteem and contribute to feelings of inadequacy and depression. Tinder promotes a culture of superficiality and instant gratification. The emphasis on physical appearance and quick judgments can affect our self-esteem and confidence. Rejection, which is an inherent part of online dating, can also take a toll on one's mental health. Swipe fatigue is a real phenomenon. The repetitive act of swiping, judging, and being judged can lead to emotional exhaustion and decreased satisfaction with the app. This can leave individuals feeling disillusioned and trapped in a cycle of disappointment. Tinder harnesses the principles of intermittent reinforcement, which taps into the reward centers of our brain. The unpredictable nature of matching and receiving attention triggers a dopamine response, leaving us craving for more. This constant seeking for validation and the fear of missing out on potential matches can lead to addictive behaviors. And when the addiction takes hold, it can disrupt our real-world interactions and impact our overall mental well-being. Next, we have a couple of examples of the devastating psychological effects of Tinder that have been discussed in media. The comparison trap. Jane, a 26-year-old woman, found herself constantly comparing her physical appearance and dating success to others on Tinder. She became fixated on the carefully curated profiles of other users, feeling inadequate and unattractive in comparison. Over time, this negative self-perception led to a decline in her self-esteem and contributed to symptoms of depression. Eventually she hanged herself. Addiction and impulsive behavior. Mark, a 30-year-old man, developed an addiction to Tinder, found himself constantly swiping and seeking validation from matches. Mark's impulsive behavior eventually led him to engage in risky encounters with strangers, putting his safety at risk and exacerbating his feelings of loneliness and depression. Eventually he took his own life and was found dead in his bathtub with slit wrists. It's essential to recognize that these cases are not representative of everyone's experiences on Tinder. Many individuals use the app responsibly and have positive outcomes. So, what can we do to mitigate the potential negative impact of Tinder on our mental health? Number 1. Set realistic expectations. Remember, behind every profile lies a complex human being with flaws and insecurities, just like you. Number 2. Limit your time on the app. Make sure to engage in offline activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. And finally, if you find yourself struggling, reach out to friends, family, or a mental health professional. As we conclude our journey into the psychology behind Tinder and depression, let's remember, your self-worth should not be defined by your success or lack thereof on Tinder. Focus on cultivating a positive relationship with yourself first, and the right connections will follow naturally. It's important to approach Tinder and other dating apps with a balanced perspective. Recognize that it's a tool that can expand your social network and introduce you to new people. But it shouldn't be the sole source of validation or happiness in your life. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing discussions on psychology.